Welcome back, guys, to Trails to Azure, where last episode, the SSS roster of Lloyd, Ellie, Wazi, and Noel convened for their first meeting as the new members started to learn the ropes, picking up our first support request before being told by Chief Sergey to head to the police academy later in the day, as we started Chapter 1, Bright Skies Gathering Storms. With the whole of Crossbell to re-familiarize ourselves with, and a ton of citizens to talk to and catch up, we started at Central Square, with a new development awaiting on top of Times department store.
Hello there, welcome to Southwark General Store. I've been stocking up on more Mishi-related products lately to meet customer demand. Go ahead and take a look if they pique your interest. Mishi merchandise, huh? I bet Tia will be ecstatic. Without a doubt. Our Mishi brand merchandise is incredibly popular with customers. Go ahead and take a look if they pique your interest. Right, we got Crossbell Times issue 1. And a steamed Mishi burn. Nothing else on offer? I should probably buy a couple more battle scopes, but I don't know how much my money spreads for at the moment. How do I read again? Yeah. Breaking story! S1205's economic forecast revealed. The market reacts to the upcoming conference. At its most recent regularly scheduled press conference, the Crossbell government presented its economic forecast for the coming fiscal year. This announcement will serve as a touchstone for the trade conference next month. In response to the news, the West Sumerian economy experienced a surge in stock activity, flooding exchanges with frantic brokers and stimulating both domestic and foreign markets alike. We will continue monitoring the situation as the conference approaches. The West Sumerian Trade Conference. Proposed by Crossbell City's mayor, Deirdre Croix, the first of its kind international summit has garnered much attention from politicians and economists, yeah. What? Economist? Why do I want to say economy? Economist is fine, isn't it? It's not economist. Yeah, economist. What? Wow, brain. Economists across the myriad since this announcement. Got there. With some saying that the event could shape the continent's economy. Economy? Why have I forgot this? Oh, brain's died now. Good reading. For the next decade, seminars for business owners will be held on a frequent basis, and an informational pamphlet outlining details relevant to the conference is set to be published ahead of the event. Anyone else get that when you know the word and you say it perfectly fine all the time, but then somehow, some way, it just leaves the exact thing, and you're there like, why do I not know? Why am I unsure? Orchis Tower's debut fast approaching. Crossbell City's new City Hall, dubbed Orchis Tower by Mayor Croix, has been completed in time for the West Sumerian Trade Conference. As a staggering 250 arch tall, it is the tallest building on the continent. The unveiling will be held as the highlight of the conference's opening ceremony. This is one reveal you won't want to miss. Politics. Mayor Croix seeks to reform the Diet. The new mayor's recently submitted proposal has caused quite a stir in the Diet, which remains firmly divided between the Imperial and Republican factions. Speaker Henry McDowell welcomed the proposal, which will likely be debated in the coming term. What structural change, if any, will the mayor's motion bring about? The Crossbell News Service will be keeping a close eye on any further developments. Crime. Former mayoral secretary back behind bars. Ernest Reese, former secretary to then Mayor McDowell, has been arrested once again by the CPD Special Sports Section. Former Speaker Hartman was also taken in for questioning on various charges, including bribery. The case has since been relegated to the First Division, who stated that Hartman's testimony regarding his involvement with the cult incident will be taken at a later time. Technology. Orbital Network test enters second phase. The Orbital Network, under joint management of the government, IBC, and Epstein Foundation, has begun the next stage of its connectivity testing. Project heads claim they will be able to support more users at higher speeds and anticipate the increased use of computer terminals. My light just went out. My power might be having an issue. Perhaps one day you too will be able to access the Orbital Network from the comfort of your own home. Yeah, it's back. Culture, highlighting historic monuments. Stargazer's Tower, a marvel in the sea of green. Off the beaten path of Ursula Road, just southwest of the city, lies Stargazer's Tower, a magnificent ruin dating back to the Middle Ages. Legend has it that the structure, which features a large bell upon its roof, was used by astronomers to observe the stars. Though entry is currently prohibited, why not dedicate an occasional passing thought to our home's historic landmarks? Leisure, the weekend forecast. Watch out for rainy weather rolling into Crossbell City this weekend. Readers who plan on leaving the house are advised not to forget their umbrellas. The Mines region, however, should expect clear conditions for the entire duration. Ad. Times department store rooftop opening soon. We are pleased to announce that renovations have finally been completed on our rooftop area, which will be opening for public use in the near future. Customers are invited to use this space to relax, take in the view during their visit to the store. which we're about to do. That was weird. I wasn't expecting my light to go out like that. Luckily, everything else is on a different electric circuit, so it seemed fine. I go window shopping with my mum pretty much every day. I'm used to it now, but sheesh, it's so boring. How has your mum not got bored herself? I don't think I'll ever tire of coming here, no matter how often or how long I shop. No, you really won't, will you? Welcome to Luca Boutique. We offer clothes from a variety of designers personally selected by yours truly. Feel free to take a look. Needle Parker. A psychedelic parka that's prickly around the collar. For men only. It is better than what I'm currently wearing by the look of it. How much better? Like 25, isn't it? Welcome. Please take a look around. Our accessories make tremendous gifts for friends, families, and even yourself. Depends what you have to offer. Mishy tail. Defense and evasion up. Not bad. Pendulums too. Not the big, good old pendulums though. You're still looking for some more jewelry, sir? I have to admit, I'm impressed by Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. McDowell especially. He's almost my age, and look at how hard he's still working himself. Oh, he's living proof that you can be old of body and still young of mind. Take it from me, that man is the shining star of my generation. Welcome to Hanson Shoes, home to all your footwear needs. If you're having difficulty finding something, please don't hesitate to ask. I would be delighted to assist you in finding the perfect pair of shoes. Enamel mules, women only. Chic mature mules with an enamel finish. Speed plus free. What's the overall on this? 600. 68 defense, 1 move, 3 speed. What did I just press? I just pressed Y on the thing. It made a click noise. I don't know what I just did. They wear spiked gears, so it's 8 defense, 3 speed. You press Y on this to make a click noise. I don't know what that's about. Right, I will buy 2. Because extra speed is actually pretty good. Especially this early on. Not just the extra defense. I might buy Psychedelic Parker for Lloyd because that sounds kind of amusing. Also, I've still got loads of cash. Wonder how much cash you start with without anything carried over, do you know what I mean? Alright, let's check out the roof for the first time. Phew, the view from up here is amazing. Oh, well, I'm not skipping work, just so you know. Mancha put me in charge of watering the rooftop shrubs and flowers. Time for din-din, little pwanny wannies. To wake up so you can grow big and strong, okay? What's with the baby talk? You know why it is. People do that. I have to say, I wouldn't expect a department store to have such a relaxing spot set up on the roof. Phew, the wind sure feels nice. Between the view and the cool breeze, I'm glad we came up here. Yeah. Already getting different areas to the Crossbell we know. It's weird, like I could see the CPD from here. That's actually a weird... The City Hall CPD. That's Orcus Tower. The IBC is to the right, under me. Guess that's not the back alley, is it? That's the Hotel Millennium, so... The Arc-en-Ciel is not in picture, or is it? I'm kind of confused with that. We can see the IBC clearly from here, the harbour, etc. This is the view a certain performer gets. Supporter? Performer. Get things back on track, Sam. Your words are going bad. Anybody fancy a balloon? They make a great touring partner for exploring the streets of Crossbell. Get yourself a floating bundle of fun. It'll perk up your day, guaranteed. These balloons are for everybody to enjoy. You don't even need to be a tourist. Don't be afraid to speak up if you'd like one. I'm not allowed one. Works as an audible product designer up until last year. My daughter found a stable job and my family's finances were in order, so I decided to do myself a favor and retire. I still enjoyed the work, mind you, but I'd much rather spend that time with my loved ones. All this time off as a new retiree, I like to come and check in on my daughter Chaka while she's at work. Just look at her sell those ornaments. That's my girl. Daddy's proud of you. Well, would you look at that? The vacuum cleaner I brought already has an upgraded model. Why couldn't they have announced it beforehand? I would have held off a little while longer. Well, there you go. You just told the reason. Now they get you to buy another one. Hello there, and welcome to Genten, the finest audible store in all of Crossbell. Our store carries the latest and greatest in audible technology, complete with top-notch after-sales service with any applicable purchase. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. Do you think he's been training well? Well, before I do this quest, by the way, we are going to do one now. I'm going to save. Wow, it's that portable orbital terminal everybody's been talking about. Let's see how much they're selling it for. Wow, that's way too many zeros. I'd never be able to afford something like this on my budget. How much is it selling for? I wish I knew. Wish I could see the actual price. Welcome to Gen 10. This is the customer service desk. Oh, you guys are Wendy's friends, right? You'll be happy to know that we just received some new Enigma covers. Once you brought one, I can swap it in or out for you at this counter whenever you want, free of charge. I'll always be right here if you need me, so don't be a stranger, okay? Who do you want to change? Oh my goodness. So wait, we've already got the Blue Sheriff equipped, but we can now buy Howling Wolf, Spring Bird, Liberty Road, Crest Face, White Crease, CGF No. Master Quartzes we can buy. Well, let's talk to you first. Oh, there you are, Lloyd. And you brought some fresh faces with you, I see. Yeah, these are the two newest members of the SSS. Nice to meet you. I'm Noel Seeker. Wazi Hemisphere. Pleasure's mine. Incidentally, I hear you and Lloyd have known each other since you were little. I'd love to hear about what he was like in his early days, if you don't mind my asking. No, you bet. You bet I don't. I've got a story or two about him that shocked the pants off of you. Believe me. I never should have introduced you to. If you're done plotting my future embarrassment, could we get back to business now? You were going to show us how to use our new Enigma 2 ordnance, right? Oh yeah, sorry, slipped my mind for a sec. Let's begin. As I'm sure you will know, you're now using a brand new model of battle ornament, the Enigma 2. It's a direct upgrade from your previous Enigmas, manufactured courtesy of the Epstein Foundation. The biggest difference it has from the old models is the sensor slot. The quartz that goes there is referred to as a master quartz. They're the ones with the patterns engraved on them, right? Exactly, you can't miss them. A master quartz differs from a regular quartz and has the potential to develop and grow. By defeating enemies while it's set in your Enigma 2, it'll gain experience and become more powerful over time. Wow, it sounds almost supernatural. Yes, it's as though the master quartz itself is actually alive. So I assume we're in for a bit of a lecture on its underlying principles or something. Nah, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no researcher. I just know the basics of how it works. Maybe grow wasn't the right word, though. You can think of it more like you're drawing out the hidden power inside the quartz. Anyway, I can at least explain the essentials of using your Enigma 2s. Not so much the theory, but the real-life practical know-how. Before we get to that, though, here, these are for you. Pixie? Crow. So this is a master quartz. Certainly feels different from a regular quartz. Are you sure you don't want us to pay for these, though? Don't worry about it, the CPD provided them to me for your training specifically. By the way, master quartz can't be synthesized at normal workshops and they can't be mass-produced either. The few we do have here were shipped directly from the Foundation. Basically, we're only able to sell one master quartz of each type, so handle yours with care. I see, so they're pretty rare then. Do you have any tips for us before we use them in the field, Wendy? Sure, first, could you all equip your master quartz for me? It doesn't matter who uses which, just let me know once everyone's set. Oh, and while master quartz do have elemental types, their slots have no restrictions. In other words, anyone can use any master quartz. I see, that's very convenient. What are we waiting for then? Let's get them equipped. An Enigma to me has started. It's not an Enigma though. So Pixie is raises ATS when battle begins, 2 turns of ATS plus 25%. Obviously good for you. And Crow raises speed when battle begins, 2 turns of speed plus 25%. So you can see they all have some base stats, like Force has 60 and Strength, though that's a bit under me. You still get the values quite well. Defense 50, ADF 50 on this one. This one seems a bit lacking at the moment. I don't know how to put it. 20 strength, 5 speed, but 5 speed is actually a lot when you think about it. Alrighty, you've all got a master course equipped now. Good work. What's next, Wendy? Nothing big. You just need to get some live practice in so you can see how they work for yourselves. You mean you want us to use them in actual combat? Sure do. I know you and Noelle already have some experience, Lloyd, but hear me anyway. Worst case, you get some extra practice in. That sounds fair enough. Do you want us to focus on any particular locations or a specific number of battles? Not really. I'll leave the who, what, and where of things up to you. Just win one fight without turning tail and running away. That'll be enough. I think we can manage that. Well, Lloyd, any ideas on where we should go? One of our support requests involved clearing out some monsters in Maison and Imelda, didn't it? We could kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way. Good idea. It'd be a lot easier than heading towards the highway. Great. Sounds like you got a place in mind. Oh, before I forget, I've got one more course for you to take along. Mind 1. What's this for? Just another little gift from CPD headquarters. You set it in a normal slot, you'll be able to use a brand new art for the Enigma 2, Analyze. Knowing is half the battle, as they say. Try it out in combat and you'll see what I mean. Are you loud and clear? Without Tia around, we'll need to rely on arts and items to analyze enemies in the meantime. Alright then, take care out there. Wouldn't want you to slip up on a training mission, am I right? And don't forget, you can come back to tune your ordnance or synthesize some new quartz whenever you want. Speaking to Wendy and selecting upgrade synthesis will give you the option to create new quartz as well as open or upgrade slots on your battle ordnance. Synthesizing new quartz and equipping them will allow you to use various arts. By opening and upgrading slots, you can increase the number of quartz you can equip as well as your maximum EP. Using either function will require septium fragments called Sepith, which you can primarily obtain by defeating monsters. Okay. Well, first of all, I should buy the 2 extra master quartzes, considering I've got this massive amount of cash. Space elemental quartz that enhances maximum HP in arts defense. Killing enemies recovers HP. I mean, it only costs 1,000. I'm now regretting, can I really spend this much? Here you are, thanks for waiting. We'll buy them in the end anyway, though. It's just thinking about your early money. Mirage is an elemental master quartz that enhances EP ATS. Killing enemies restores EP. Oh. Okie, wait just a moment. That's 6,000 more gone. Here you are, thanks for waiting. Hope to see you again soon. Okay, we've bought a lot. Do we want 2 casters or 1 caster? That's the question, isn't it? We want to set you up as a secondary caster for now instead of Crow for speed, give you Mirage maybe? That's a lot more of a balanced setup after all. Let's give you Mirage. We'll set you up as a secondary caster. We'll remove hit. We'll give that to me. Technically, I should have given it to you when I think about it. I'll give you the other Mind Quartz. What arts do you have now? Do you actually have any attack arts? Okay, Firebolt and Sparkle. That's good. Sylphide's there. Chrono down Instance Arc for stat down curing is not bad. So let's give you the HP one. That makes you at least a healer plus Icicle Edge and Firebolt. And Chaos Brand. Not bad. I guess... It's 2-1, is it? 2-1. They're all 2-1 at low level. Okay. Well, I need to talk to you normally. 1 battle with your master course equipped is a good enough test for me. Just don't forget to report to me once you're done. I can't mark your training off as completed until you do. Okay, let's see what I want to get. I mean, attack is never bad. It's only costing 40. What do you have on yours? I didn't even need to back out that far, do I? You're poison. Innovate ain't bad. Just need kind of like a second one for you. We'll give you attack. 150 for something like a mute. Action 1, extra speed maybe? I could go for extra mind too. Hey, why not? 2 casters, 2 physical attack dealers, 1 basically a tank when you think about it. And we can always unlock more too. I didn't want to ask you any questions. Give me more master quartz, though. That'd be great. Okay, so we can upgrade slots already. And we can open some slots here, there, and everywhere. Let's open a slot for both of them. Those are gated quartz. Interesting. Open one for everyone. Most of these are single slots by the look of it. I mean, obviously we're going to find some quartz by doing stuff too. Can only put a hit in there. Yeah. Blind has a 2 to it, but we'll probably be getting spells off for that. I'll leave it for now with 2 quartz each. We've already made some extra. Okay, well, it wants us to go to Maison Imelda to do a quest by the look of it. The Bell of Crossbell, the enormous bell that was excavated in Crossbell State in S1185. It is estimated to have been forged during the Middle Ages using multiple metal alloys. When struck, it emits a low, pleasant ring. It's theorized that the bell was created by some influential person of the times, but its true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Of course it does. I'm going to head into the West Street. Oh my god, I got it right. Didn't call it East Street for once. I canvassed this when also trying to figure out if I can get on the West Highway or not. I have Sunday school later this evening. I better make sure I don't forget my homework. How old are you, Bert? You were the person who gave me my recipe book last time. Hey, this is my pal Lloyd. Hi, Oscar. Long time no see. How's work? And how did I lose my recipe book? Oh, you know, same as usual. Need, bake, repeat. Still, it's been a while since you and that baby face of yours last waltzed in here. Have you been off vacationing in Michelin or something? Come on, do you really think I had the time or mirror for that? I told you the SSS was going to be on hold while I trained with the 1st Division, didn't I? Oh, did you? Must have slipped my mind. Here, let me make it up to you. Think of this as a way to commemorate the SSS getting back together. A mooncake muffin, why thanks. Is this your latest creation? Wow, it smells amazing. And it looks delicious too. Yeah, it's fresh out of the oven and just as fluffy. If you don't love it, I'll eat my hat. Just make sure to buy more if you actually do enjoy it, okay? I'm sure we will, Oscar. Thanks. I've been challenging myself to bake all kinds of new bread recently. I'll hook you up with some experimental samples. Just remember to buy some for real if you like them. Where's my book? Hey, Bennett. Welcome to Morgan's. Our fresh baked bread is right this way. Now, if only most of it wasn't baked by Oscar. He better enjoy it while he can. One day I'm going to proof, knead, and rise my way higher than he's ever been. I'll give credit where it's due. Oscar's skills aren't half-baked, but one day I'm going to proof, knead, and rise. Look, your bread is taking over your mind. Okay, let's take a gander at the new bread. Sunny side up eggs on a muffin. Now that looks exceptional. Exceptional. I think I'll grab one of those and some tea before heading home. Ever since I found this bakery, I've been stopping by every day to try the new breads they think up. I think I'll grab one of today's and some tea before heading home. See, humanity's natural state is bad puns, isn't it? I've started letting Oscar and Bennett handle developing our new menu items. Their rivalry's really pushing them to the next plateau, and they're making some darn fine bread in the process. If they keep this up, I might be able to retire way sooner than I expected. I could be prouder to watch my daughter follow in her old man's footsteps as a baker. Oscar played a large part in the progress she's made. Nothing like a rivalry to get the wheels turning. Humanity's natural state is puns. Belheim Apartments next. Oh, this is Wendy's father. He looks exhausted. I mean... yes, sleeping on your stomach is a position, but not usually smothering yourself. I'll just go back from my business trip. Sorry, Pansy, if you left me on your own tonight. Looks like he's still half asleep. We should let him rest. Where'd Pansy go? Alright, she has Sunday school today. Straight back to sleep. Oh, you're back, Chiru. That was an awfully long adventure this time. I remember you had some full idea about crossing the Mines Mountains on foot. How'd it go? Right, I kinda sorta got lost along the way. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. I'll give it another shot when I get the chance. You're never gonna learn your lessons, are you? Okay, fine. Hiking the Mines Mountain was out of the question for me. This time, that is. The next time I try, I'm making it over for sure. Sheesh, Chiru could have hiked a round trip from here to Gehenna and she'd still go back for more. Yep, probably. Hello. Well, my goodness, is that you, Lloyd? I'm back, Auntie Late. So you are. It's wonderful to know you're doing well. I see your friends from the SSS are with you too. Is your training with the 1st Division over already? Yeah, I just finished the other day. Sorry for not stopping by sooner. And who is this fair lady, if I may ask? This is Miss Newis. She has looked after me since I was a kid. Almost like family. Our friend Cecile is her daughter, as a matter of fact. You mean Nurse Cecile? I remember meeting her at the hospital before. Oh, right, you do already know her, huh, Noelle? So that makes me the only one left out of this little party then, huh? Sounds like you and this Cecile have a rather interesting relationship. I'd love to hear the details sometime. There's nothing interesting about it at all. But anyway, I'm sure we'll see her sometime soon. I can introduce you to each other then. Oh, your friends are always such fun, Lloyd. Don't forget, your Auntie Lade is always right down the street if you need someone to talk to, okay? By the way, Lloyd, have you been in touch with Cecile at all recently? We talk over the phone sometimes, but I haven't been able to see her in person for a while. Well, she's going to be in for a surprise when you do. You've become so much more rugged since the last time I saw you. Do you think so? That nervous laugh makes it sound like you hope she's right. The more I hear about Cecile, the more I want to meet her. He'll be waiting for the grown-up Lloyd, the hunk of a man. Cars are everywhere. Aren't all the cars simply marvelous? My old Batlax griped and groused about how much of a waste it was, but I know a smart purchase when I see one. Oh, I do love me a Verne model. They're so stylish and eye-catching. Oh, well. You've got wisdom beyond your years, young lady. They're kindred spirits. Nothing will ever beat the feeling of driving an orbital car as sensational as this. Would that my old lady could get that through her head. I wonder if the route still leads to treasure. Ah, what? They moved this chest then. Wait. Wait. Where the hell am I going? They added a whole new area for a flexible coat. This ain't a chest message, and I don't know what is. I don't know either, sir. Chest. My use of diff, sir, is gender neutral, but I still went for a second. Flexible coat. A tiny woven yet flexible vest treated to ward off orbital arts. It seems to be better for specifically that thing. Well, why not? Have your flexible coat. Was that their last game? No, this path was not here last game. Well, I said were because I noticed that there was more of a path here. I'm pretty sure that path wasn't there. I can hardly stand out how out of control my husband's spending habits are. Time and time again, he's pointlessly replaced our furniture whether or not we need it, which more often than not we don't. And just the other day, he went out and purchased an orbital car. Honestly, what am I to do with that man? I think my oath of a husband would purchase an orbital car without even so much as mentioning it. His spending habits are going to be the death of me. I can't understand how you two are together still. I'm still, baffled. Construction on Crossbell's new City Hall building is nearing completion at last. Were it not for the mayor spearheading the project, we'd never have made it to this point. At one point, the whole thing was at risk of being scrapped due to budget freezes. But now that my work as an exterior designer is done, I can finally rest easy. I lent my expertise as an architect to help design the exterior of the new City Hall building. And now it's almost finished, I might shed a tear when it's finally unveiled. They re-enlisted my husband to help with designing the new City Hall after taking the project out of hiatus. It's one of the biggest contracts of his career. It's been eating up almost all of his time this past month. Now the finish line is finally in sight. Thank the goddess for that. My home doubles as my husband's architectural firm. His work on the new City Hall has kept this apartment very lively this year. It's a good question as how much time has passed since, Zero. I would assume this door is not openable. I'm the caretaker for this building, which is really just a nice way of saying I'd help. What I wouldn't give to live in an apartment like these, though. So stunning and spacious. Maybe a little too spacious, even. It makes them more of a hassle to clean than I'd like. I'm gonna have to remember to take care of all the gardening later too. My work is never done. Yep. I kind of like the indoor plots though. Having greenery inside your buildings like that. That also means you probably have more bugs inside your building though. I did talk to you, didn't I? Oh no, maybe I didn't. There's a place along the West Crossbell Highway known as Knox Forest. I haven't been there. The lush thickets and greenery make it a fantastic location for nature photography. Is that the area that... It's Bellegarde Gate that way, right? The Bellegarde Gate people did training at? I think it was, right? Fortunately, the Crossbell Police Academy is that way too, so it's private property. Of course, the training where they got. I'm a hobbyist photographer. I search interesting subjects to capture and then set out high and low to find them. If only Knox Forest weren't off limits to civvies. I'd love to get a few shots in there one of these days. Yeah, it's that place. West Crossbell Highway is just up ahead. We've got a monster to exterminate out there, but let's finish up our work inside the city first. Oh wow, we really can't go out and do the West Crossbell Highway thing until we've done all the urgents. Welcome to Tally's. We're proud to call ourselves West Street's go-to general store. Momo's off at Sunday school for the day. I'm sure she's giving it her best effort over there. Tally's and I have to make sure we do the same. Hey there, folks. Welcome to Tally's. We carry all kinds of things, so feel free to take a look around. Depends what you're selling. A stylish mirror for Ellie's room. A full-length mirror that exudes an air of elegance. Potent bamboo remedy. Sepia purple liquid. Okay. I guess your kid's not upstairs then. That'd be the case. Cook! A book entitled Kingdom of Sweets Volume 1 sits regally upon the shelf. Well, they made that stand out. That's a recipe then, but I don't have a recipe book. I say that's a recipe. Especially because of how prominent they made that. I need a recipe book. But I already went to the chefs. I actually went to all the chefs already. Haven't I? Yeah. Oh no, wait a second. I haven't been to Long Lao, isn't it? Is that the right name of the place? Oh, the SSS. Haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Grimwood's over at his desk. You can bring any business you have up with him. Don't have anything more to say then. We get an event. Oh, well, look who it is. It's been a while, Mr. Grimwood. That it has. I've been told the SSS temporarily suspended operations. Yes, but today's our first day back. We thought it would be only right to stop by and say hello. I see. And it seems you even got yourself some new members. That's just splendid. So you must be the famous Grizzly Grim everyone's been talking about. I just might find myself entirely at your services someday. Is that right? Very well then. Let me see. I should have some business cards around here somewhere. Well, see, you're supposed to be here as a police officer, not a future client. Well, in the case it ever happens, Mr. Grimwood would be the right person to turn to. Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply anything. I was only playing along. I suppose a more formal introduction is in order. My name is Ian Grimwood, licensed lawyer and head of this firm. I look forward to working with all of you again, ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. Likewise, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Grimwood. We may be stopping by more often to consult with you in the future. I hope we can count on your advice when the time comes. Of course, feel free to stop by whenever you like. I'll be more than happy to provide you with my expertise should the need arise. The citizens are expecting great things from the SSS. That will mean more requests for you to handle, but don't let that stop you from putting in your best work. I have faith that every job well done will make you shine even brighter as Crossbell's beacons of hope.